This was us. We were Sons of the Sunset. There's Robin there.
Whether performing with a young Robin Williams, touring with Jerry Seinfeld, or writing for such shows as Roseanne or Nickelodeon's Rugrats, Monica Piper has worked in nearly every corner of comedy.
The great thing about stand-up, as opposed to almost any other art, is that you know immediately whether it's good or not.
But after nearly 40 years making people laugh, the Bronx-raised Piper has lent her pen to the Off-Broadway production Not That Jewish.
Probably because she married a schmagegi who gives her spielkes. And he looks like such a verschlugener, if you know what I mean. I had no idea what she meant.
To make people laugh, you know, Seinfeld said it's powerful and addicting, and it is, but to see them laughing in this broader context is a whole new thing.
Performing at New York's New World stages, Piper chronicles not only the origins of her life in comedy, but her quest to understand what it means to be a Jewish American woman.
When I was growing up, we didn't belong to a temple, but on the high holy days, my mother would make us dress up and stand in front of the apartment building so it looked like we just got home from temple. I was very determined for this to really be a play and not just stand up with furniture.
While the show is threaded with some of the same jokes that carried her comedy routines, Piper takes the audience through failed romances, the death of her parents,
No, really.
and her life as a single mom to an adopted son.
So if I talk about the men that I'm meeting, which in stand-up would be, so then I went out with this guy, you know, but this now has meaning in a greater sense.
Is that frightening to not only change the format, but also to change the format in a way that you're revealing so much more about yourself?
No, I would not say it's frightening. I would say it's really freeing.
Within this freedom, Piper bears all. Her revelations that her marriage is over, a battle with breast cancer, and her struggle to raise an adopted son born of a Christian mother to be a Jewish man.
I asked how she felt about my raising him Jewish. She took a beat and said, "So, no Jesus?" Well, not entirely. I'm sure if I stubbed my toe or something. Jesus!
Piper traces much of her comedic instincts to her father, who in his early years also worked as a comedian. Ultimately, the undertow of the entire play comes by way of Piper's revelation that this comedic instinct has not only passed down from her father to her, but onward to her son Jake.
There's a line in the play right before his bar mitzvah when I say to my father, "This is crazy. Every time I turn around, it's $1,000. My father says, "Don't turn around." You know, that's my father. So I tell Jake that and he laughs. That was when he was 13. Now he's 18 and I'm doing the dishes and he comes in the kitchen and I say, "This is unbelievable. Every time I turn around, there's another dish in the sink." He says, "Don't turn around." And we don't even say anything. We just look at each other. The humor, the spirit, his grandpa's words. I'd speak to my father on the phone. "Hey, Dad, guess what? I'm dating a new guy." "That's great. Don't be bossy." "I am not bossy." "You are. You just don't know you are." "Fine. Could we please change the subject?" "Absolutely. How's the acting? Are you any good?" "Yeah, I think I'm really good." "That's terrific. Next time you're out with the guy, play the part of someone who isn't bossy." That's what I love about the play. The first third is my childhood and my relationship with my father, and my father being funny, then me being funny, and then now my son being funny. That's what we're passing down, you know.